Good morning. I'm a little early this morning, so I'm afraid some of you are going to miss me live. But here I am, live in the kitchen. Good morning. So, my mug this morning is an old picture of me with my grandson, and it says, Max, I love you as big as the sky, more than turkey bacon, and all the way to Canada, from Grandy. So we've been saying that since he was a little munchkin. He's 9 now. We still say that every time we talk. But for you Canadians out there, I thought you would appreciate this because that was the furthest away place he could think of. So he used to say, I love you all the way to Canada. And then a few years ago, we took a trip all the way to Canada. And guess what? He was afraid I would stop loving him if we went any further. I know, crazy, right? So it was always my joke that if I love somebody, I love them all the way to Canada. Hey, Henry, good morning, and thank you. Henry and I have been talking, and she thinks I should call myself Sandye Sunshine. Actually, that was my significant other's idea. I do love sunshine. Did you see this morning's word art? Because this morning's word art was all about sunshine, which is one of my typical topics. In fact, in my kitchen, I have the original art from the one that says, blue skies and sunshine, my default day. I love sunshine. It's why I moved to the desert. Seriously. Because I could have sunshine all day long. I had this thing they called SAD, sensory seasonal affective disorder. That's what it was. It's a real thing where when the sun's not shining, you're not happy. And I had to spend all this money and buy this machine. Seriously, I bought a machine that would make the sunshine. And I used to have to sit under it 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, and that was the only way I could stay like centered and happy. But guess what? I moved to the desert where the sun shines almost all the time, and I gave away my machine. I don't need it. I got my sunshine, I got my vitamin D. So I love you as big as the sky with the sunshine. More than turkey bacon, which I personally absolutely adore, but only the Oscar Mayer turkey bacon. That's the only brand I really, really like because it gets really crispy. And I prefer my bacon very crispy, verging on burnt. Not burnt, but it has to break, not bend. I do not like bendy bacon. Absolutely will not eat it. So if you invite me over for breakfast, keep in mind, I have to have crispy bacon. Here's to crispy bacon. Dang me, that's good. So, I have kind of a long read for you this morning, so settle back with your coffee because I think you're gonna like this. How to be happy and grateful even in quarantine. Here's a short, handy-dandy pandemic stress relievers list. 1, breathe. Seriously, take 3 or 4 slow in through the nose, out through the mouth breaths. It's amazing how good breaths can be. 2, check in with yourself and take care of your needs first, even if it means excusing yourself from a chore, a call, or a meeting in order to do it. Number 3, eat. I know, isn't that great to have someone tell you to eat? Go to the bathroom. Come on now, don't wait. Especially for you girls out there, you know we wait till the last minute. Don't wait. Stretch. Get some exercise, stretch. Get some sunshine. Take a hot soak. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Okay, that was actually 6 tips in one, but it counts as one. Number 4, Ask yourself what you would say to the most important person in your life if they were in your position, and do that. Follow that advice. Here's a hint. You, yes, you, I'm pointing at you. You are the most important person in your life, because what would you do without you? Where would you be without you? Take care of you. There's only 2 more. Number 5, wiggle your toes. I love this one, and I do it all the time. Whenever you start to like slip away and not be present, like you notice you're drifting, wiggle your toes. By the way, if you're ever in a meeting or you're talking to someone where you're really not sure you want to be there, but you've got to be there, wiggle your toes. You absolutely cannot not be present if you're wiggling your toes. Oh, look, there's a little thing here that says waves. I waved to you, Marlene. Hello, welcome. Good morning, girls. Good morning, Henry. Number 6. Go with gratitude. Gratitude, my friends, and start now. Write down 5 things that you're grateful for. 5. I do it every morning, and I have no trouble. Good morning, Kirsten. Go with gratitude. 5 things I am grateful for. I am grateful to be able to read this book. I have a safe place to quarantine. There is downtime for thinking and rejuvenating. I am healthy enough to do my job, to read, to meditate, to play with my kids, whatever it is. I am not stuck at home. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. Opa! I am home for the holidays in a way I never expected to be. It says here, the world is changing. Nothing will ever be the same. But it always is, and it never will be. That's Life 101. When I'm stuck feeling heavy, I lighten up with gratitude. And this one is the most important one for you to remember this morning. You, that's you I'm talking to. That's funny. Some of you are saying, I love you to America and back. Thank you, my Canadian friends. I love you all the way to you. You are even stronger than the toughest obstacle you've ever faced. So, check it out. You know it's true because you're still here, right? Yeah, baby. All right. Time for my celebrity story for today. So I have to admit that this is someone who's been in the news lately, and I kind of feel a little bit bad saying bad things, but he was really mean and awful to me, so I'm going with it. When I had my balloon company, I told you I used to have a company called Balloon Affair. I was constantly being called to deliver balloons to famous people, which is one of the ways I met so many people. And on this particular day, I was asked to deliver balloons to John Travolta on the set of his movie Blowout, right? Now, I wasn't a huge John Travolta fan, but I didn't dislike him either. At the time, I was a single mom. I had a 2.5-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I didn't have any daycare for them. So when I would go out on deliveries, I would take them with me. We were going to a movie studio, and I thought the kids would have fun doing that. So I blew up all my balloons, and the instructions were that each balloon was to be related to some movie or TV show like Welcome Back, Kotter, that John Travolta did. So I had this big bouquet of beautiful balloons, each one hand-lettered with the name of one of his movies, or, good morning, Jan, one of his movies or a TV show, something that had to do with John Travolta. Now, back in those days, I used to deliver the balloons myself. And when I delivered them, I'd have this big bouquet of balloons in one hand, and I'd have my kazoo in the other hand. And I would play the kazoo coming in and going out. And my go-to song, almost in every delivery, was When the Saints Go Marching In. Okay? I mean, it was a peppy song, got people going. So I get to the movie studio, I'm on their list, so they let me in the gates, right? And my kids, even though they're not really sure what's going on, they're kind of excited. And I get to the right sound stage, and I take my balloons out of the car, and I go to the door, and they tell me, sorry, we're filming right now. You have to wait until that light goes off, and it means we're taking a break. Okay, I say, how long should it be? Oh, it should only be about 10 minutes. We don't film in, in big time slots. Okay. So I take the balloons, I put them back in the car, and I play with my kids, and I wait. And I wait. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait. I'm not going to bore you with the waiting because I waited for over an hour. And I thought, I can't keep my kids in the car any longer than this. This is crazy. So I get the balloons back out of the car and I bang on the door again, and someone comes to the door, and I said, I'm waiting for the light to go off. I have a delivery for John Travolta. And they said, oh, sorry, we forgot to turn the light off. Really? While I waited in the car? I mean, the balloons took up half the car, right? Anyway, so I figure, okay, shake it off. Come on, this is a happy thing. This is a wonderful gift for him. I take out my kazoo. I'm all dressed up, by the way, like a train engineer. And I have my kazoo, the big bouquet of balloons. Do, 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 do. And I go in on the set, they're taking a break, but all the stars and the actors and the cast and the crew, they're all hanging around, and I see John Travolta over there. So I play my kazoo, and I go up to John, and I said, hey, John, it's your birthday, and somebody wanted to honor you. And I put my kazoo away, and I start pulling out the balloons one at a time, and I read them to him. Each one has, like something that he's done. And each time I hand him one of these balloons that I took all this time to hand paint, that someone paid for him, he looks at the balloon and goes like this. And lets it go. Seriously. And he did that like 4 times. And I finally got upset with him. He was being so incredibly rude. And I said, what's the matter, John? Did you forget all these things? Well, most of your fans would like to also. And I took the rest of the balloons, untied the bouquet, and let them all go flying to the roof. I turned around with my kazoo, played When the Saints Go Marching In, and I marched my butt right out of that studio. And I felt so good about it. And I called the person who paid me and gave them their money back because I figured I had way more than one bouquet's worth of joy out of that. Nobody's going to be rude to me and get away with it. Okay, that's way longer than usual, but I had to get the whole John Travolta story out. By the way, I think he's a pretty good actor and I kind of like him again. But that particular day, he was as rude could be, and he did not make my sun shine. And I want my sun to be shining. Thank you for those of you who did make it live with me. And don't worry if you don't get a notice, because I don't know how to give you a notice, but I'll figure that out. And instead of starting at 6, I'm ending at 6, but I know it's later for some of you. Go take care of the most important person in your life, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.